Welcome back, Nick and Lex here. Thank you so much for joining me today to this new episode of Music with Nick. I'm super excited. Today we got some more Mark Knopfler for you. This is a very cool idea by JK. JK, who sponsored this marathon. Thank you. This is pretty much I loved how he used the words here, calling Knopfler, because I know there is a song called Calling Elvis, but like calling Knopfler, like, hey, you want to be part, you want to play on my record. So that's pretty much what happened here on all these tunes. And let me grab this because we're going to use at the end. I just discovered that Dire Straits is part of Warner Records, so that's kind of cool. Because I kind of like don't like when I have to add an extra song. I'm always doing something, and I kind of like I'm wasting all these Warner songs that I could potentially react to, and I'm using them just like as assurance, so the marathon doesn't get blocked. So today we're gonna listen to something that I actually know from Dire Straits at the end of the marathon. Six Blade Knife, one of my favorite songs on the first album of Dire Straits. And we're just going to use that as, I haven't heard it maybe in a month or something. But we're just going to use that as at the end. So if they block the marathon, we can use that because all the other songs are Sony and Columbia and all that good stuff. But basically what JK was wanting to do here is that this is basically Mark Knopfler being the guitar player playing a solo or doing something on a album with somebody else. So that's kind of cool that Calling Knopfler is the name of the marathon. I love it. So without further ado, let's get into what we're gonna hear. So the first song we're gonna do is by Joanne Armatrading, The Shouting Stage, from the Shouting Stage album from 1988. We're gonna hear some Mark Knopfler on here. Like I'm super excited to when it kicks in. When he kicks in, I have no idea when. Then Morrison. We're gonna do Cleaning Windows. The song Beautiful Vision, the album 1982. I guess he must have been so busy. And I also love that JK was like, yeah, they let him do way more than Steely Dan did. So yeah, I hope so. Next one is John Fogerty. Nobody's Here Anymore from Deja Vu 2004. I don't know if that's correct. Let's just leave it at that. And then we're going to do Tina Turner, Foreign Affairs from Foreign Affair, album 1989. Well, he was busy in the 80s. He was like the guitar player. And then Randy Newman, who we just discovered through, I think we've done one before, and then Alexia and I, and then we basically were like, oh God, that's the guy from Toy Story. So Randy Newman, It's Money That Matters, Land of Dreams from 1988. So yeah, he was, I guess, just all over in the 80s, everybody wanted some Knopfler, including Steely Dan on their record, in the 80s. So, but I'm just happy that and then we're gonna do Dire Straits 1978 Six Blade Knife, one of my favorite tunes. I can listen to this album. I've heard this album maybe 300 times. I could listen to it another 3,000 times. It never gets old. It's always exciting. I just love this album, the Dire Straits album, the first one. Okay, so without further ado, thank you again so much, JK, for sponsoring this marathon. Thanks everybody for subscribing. Do remember, if you like these videos, please do subscribe. There's 90% of people watching these videos are not subscribed. Imagine 90%. It's free of charge. YouTube doesn't charge you anything. Just subscribe to the channels that you love, that you like, and you don't even have to turn on the bell. I know it's annoying when you constantly get a pop-up like, oh, Nick and Lex just released another video. You can turn that off and you can still enjoy the videos, but we would like to have just an accurate description of subscribers, So if you can do that, awesome. If you can't, I understand it. Don't worry. I want to say it a little bit more than before. I guess the first 2 years we would never say like and subscribe because the whole YouTube like and subscribe thing like has me like, no, I'm not. I don't enjoy it either. Okay, so here we go with the shouting stage, the first song. Enjoy and let me know in the comments. Here we go. Wow, that bass.
I thought we had it sweet, but your mind's played a trick on me. I thought that I'd be with you all the time, and I'd be fine. Yeah, I'd be fine. I swear you have my feelings under thought control. I know you've taken such a hold on me. I'm thinking more and more of what we had before.
Beautiful voice. Wow.
Before we lost it at the shouting stage. Before the days we'd sit there side by side without a word, and how that hurt. How could eternal love made above? We were so in love. We were joined up at the sides. How could two people be as one? As one. Blind from the same light. Be out of love with love in no time.
Okay, okay. Here it comes.
I thought we had it.
So I heard like I hear little like the chords, like his voice sings. He has such beautiful chord progressions and he makes those his, you know. It sounds like Knopfler. What I love about here by Joanne, her voice is so good. It's like a mix between Sarah Vaughan and Sade, you know. It's wonderful, beautiful music. The bass, it sounds like almost like a fretless bass. I don't know. I love, a lot of people don't like that muddy sound. I love that muddy sound. Wonderful, beautiful song. This whole thing.
But my mind's played this trick on me. I thought that I would see you all the time, and I'd be fine. I'd be fine. I swear you had no feelings, or you'd call me home. I know there's no one else. There's no one else. Is there? I'm thinking more and more of what we had before. We lost it at the shouting stage. Before we lost it at the shouting stage.
Wow. Hmm. Oh my God. I'm so lucky. I'm so lucky that I started to listen to this man very, very early into playing, you know, and so I incorporated a lot of his stuff, like sound, you know. I just love, I've always been a fan of clean guitar with, you know, delay and reverb and also David Gilmour, the bending, the whole bending thing. And it takes a lot of time to get there and have that feel, to do like a double bend, you know, stuff like that. And just like I've been such a big fan of Mark Knopfler, especially because of that first album, you know, and it really helped me, you know, with my own playing. I don't know, like it, and if he's always been my favorite, one of my like favorite guitar players, you know, like at least top 5. Just his sound and his technique, and it's so thoughtful, it's so calm, and when he plays fast, it's so beautiful as well. So it's just the best of both worlds, you know, like slow and fast, and the feeling is there, the sound, it's so instantly like recognizable when it's Mark Knopfler, you know. It's like I love that, and not every guitar player has it, you know. Like Jeff Beck, I guess, you know, has this very distinctive sound. For me, Alan Holdsworth has a very distinctive distortion, a very distinctive way of playing chords, like his voicings, and he has like 8 delays running through, you know. And Eric Johnson is another one that where you instantly recognize a Santana, Al Di Meola. There are some guitar players that you like, that's him. But there's guitar players who have no idea who's playing, maybe because of what they're doing, the licks. But I'm talking about the voice of the guitar, the sound, the effect. You know, just like by strumming, it's like, okay, that's Mark Knopfler. That's, if you get that, if you have that down, and also your own licks, you know, that's another thing that I started doing really early on. I was like, okay, I'm gonna play my own licks. I don't want to sound like, and I was listening to a lot of Metallica, a lot of Iron Maiden, but I was like, I don't want to sound like those guys. I want to come up with my own little licks that are like, okay, that's like trademark, you know, Nick, which is impossible, honestly, you know, when you play guitar, because everything's been done in sort of a way. But I mean, I was trying, you know, to come up with my own little stuff. What a beautiful song. The whole feeling of the song, the singing, the keyboards, the whole way, it was so beautiful. Let me just hook this up a different way. And then at the end, Mark just like, you know, put his stamp on there and made it like, it couldn't have been more beautiful. Wonderful. So now Van Morrison, I'm really curious. This is going to be a lot of fun. What are they going to do? How are they going to use them? And yeah, it's just like I mean, Time Out of Mind is a great song. I love it to death, but it's just like, I don't know what they were thinking, because they could have, I mean, it still sounds like Mark Knopfler, you know, that Steely Dan song. It sounds just like, I guess maybe that was the whole thing. Like maybe Donald was like, it sounds like Dire Straits, and I don't want it to sound like, he is too recognizable, and maybe let's pull that back as much as we can. I mean, everybody's gonna know it's Mark Knopfler, you know. I don't know, so I don't know why they did it that way, but okay, here's Cleaning Windows, Van Morrison. Let's go. By the way, I sent all these songs to Alexia. Okay, so these it says, I was gonna speak Spanish. Dice, so it says. I love it. Yesterday I had a 3-hour conversation with my mom, and then in the morning I was speaking German with Alexia, and it's so funny because she literally like answered back in German. Let's see. She's not a native speaker, but she's so good on learning, and she just understands everything that I say now. Okay, let's try again.
of the bakery from across the street got in my nose. Yeah. Yeah, we carried our letters down the street with the wrought iron gate rose. I went home and listened to Jimmy Rogers in my lunch break. Bought 5 Woodbine at the shop on the corner and went straight back to work. Oh, Sam was up on top and I was on the bottom with the V. We went for lemonade and Paris buns at the shop and broke for tea. That's it. I collected from the lady and I cleaned the fan light inside out. I was blowing saxophone on the weekend in a down joint. What's my line? I'll help you cleaning windows. Take my time, I'll see you when my love grows. Baby, don't let it slide. I'm a working man in my prime, cleaning windows. Number 36. I'm a rolling stone. I went home and read my Christmas Humphreys book on Zen. Curiosity killed the cat. Kerouac's storm of bumps and on the road. Yeah. What's my line? I'll help it cleaning windows. Yeah. Take my time. I'll see you when my love grows. Baby, don't let it slide. I'm a working man in my prime, cleaning windows. So again, what's my line? I'll help me cleaning windows. Well, I take my time. I'll see you when my love grows. Don't let it slide. I'm a working man in my prime, cleaning windows. All right, cleaning windows. What do you say, number 126? I will be right tomorrow. I just burned a toner a 3 deep in the windowsill here. Come on, Tommy, hurry up. If we don't get finished, we'll have to go down the door.
Awesome. That one was so entertaining that it didn't even... I know Mark is on there, but it was just a good mix. He was so involved, and there wasn't a solo, but it was obviously him. And I was right now, I was like, oh, Van Morrison's music is back. But it was Neil Young who pulled his music from Spotify. And but now I've just discovered that Neil Young, it says, "Thank you, Warner Brothers, for standing with me." and taking the hit. So now I know that every time I need a Warner Brothers song, because I'm literally writing them down, like Dire Straits is Warner, ZZ Top, the what are they called? God damn it. Well, so we can always incorporate some, Neil Young as well. Although I don't know, because I think he blocks his stuff. So yeah, this was great. I love Van Morrison. Super cool, super not funky. Just like, I don't know, it has like this. I don't know what it's like, more like country, but not. It's rhythm and blues. I mean, everything. You can't categorize Van Morrison. He's too, like, he does too much styles. Like, he does everything. But this one was, I don't know, it had like a little bit of a honky tonk, I think. I don't know. Maybe I'm totally off, but beautiful. Okay. Next one is John Fogerty. Fogerty. I hope I'm saying that correctly. From Deja Vu. Nobody's Here Anymore. 2004. Let's see if that is right. I'll look it up. Here we go.
He got the latest software. He got the latest hardware too. He got the latest gizmo up in his room. He feeling so connected, but he don't talk to a soul. He got a stash of Twinkies up in his room. Nobody here anymore. Nobody minding the store. They've all gone to another dimension. Nobody here anymore. She come around the corner in a SUV. She got the latest cell phone up in her ear. I'm running against the traffic, but she don't see me. One hand on the cell phone, one hand on the mirror. Nobody here anymore. Nobody minding the store. They've all gone to another dimension. Nobody here anymore. Sitting back at the classroom.
Wow, they're going like full Sultans of Swing here. There's a lot of like chord progressions that are similar, and of course the licks. I love it, and it's 2004, so I'm sure they had a lot of fun to do this. And I mean, he's so lucky to have a song like this. Boy, man, because the guitar work here is so, trademark, like the licks and beautiful, great. But yeah, it does sound a little bit like Sultans of Swing because of the chord progressions, I guess. But beautiful, man. I love it. Let's go.
A million miles away, he listened to the rock star on the CD. Up from the old teacher, she's too tired to snag his mind. He's looking at the future, she's looking way behind. Nobody here anymore. Nobody minding the store. They've all gone to another dimension. Nobody here anymore. Nobody here anymore.
So good. I love it. Beautiful. I didn't know that John Fogerty, or Fogerty, I don't know. He was the guitar player and of Creedence Clearwater. That's insane. Wow. What a great song. I was just looking up, like I was like, okay, we should do Time Out of Mind, but it's it's UMG. It's gonna get blocked. We need yeah, who better than to play, you know, the man himself, you know, at the end, you know, Dire Straits. This was beautiful. Beautiful track. I think so far the shouting stage is my favorite one, even though in this one here, Nobody's Here Anymore, he was way more, you know, involved, but that solo at the end in the shouting stage was just chef's kiss. This was more, this sounded literally like Dire Straits. Beautiful. Like I said, John got really lucky to do this this song. But yeah, I missed Mark's voice a little bit, you know. I'm not like a huge fan of John's voice. I mean, maybe if I get used to it, you know. But look at the, I mean, he has a lot of listeners still, over 1 million. Okay, now the amazing Tina Turner is next. Let's see. She always used to have a sax guy. There was a whole documentary on that sax player. He's a sax man, or I don't know, they called him, like he would always wear like this, I don't know, this thing, the strap. So let's go with Foreign Affairs, Tina Turner, and this is also 89. All right, here we go. Can't wait for this.
Casual glance.
Wow. This was so good. I mean, oh my god, like her voice, that that synth, you know, that's synth, the keyboard and the drumming, the bass, you know, the typical 80s sound, but with this Mark Knopfler, you know, like, oh my god. And then the sax, oh my god, it's so good. Like, I'm gonna listen to this song so much, you know, like, I don't know, I'm gonna go back to the gym soon, and that's gonna be one of the tracks I'm gonna, like, you know, yeah. Wow, wonderful. Literally, I think my favorite so far from this whole, I mean all of them are so good, this marathon so far, but this was just like, it had like this something about it, you know. Synth just sounds so badass, you know. Okay, so Randy Newman is next. It's Money That Matters. And like I said, we just got reintroduced to Randy Newman, Alexia and I, and we were like, oh my god, that's the guy from Toy Story, you know. I know that's way later, and his I guess that's just when he got famous with the kids, you know. But I know he had done so much before that. So Land of Dreams from 88. So let's go. Let's give it up for him.
Of all of the people that I used to know, most never adjusted to the great big world. I see them lurking in bookstores, working for the public radio, and the babies around, the sack on their back, moving careful and slow. It's money that matters. Hear what I say. It's money that matters in the USA. All of these people are much brighter than I. In any fair system, they would flourish and thrive, but they barely survive. They eke out a living, they barely survive. When I was a young boy, maybe 13, I took a hard look around me and asked, what does it mean? So I talked to my father, he didn't know. I talked to my friend, he didn't know. I talked to my brother, he didn't know. Talked to everybody that I knew. It's money that matters. Now you know that it's true. It's money that matters. Whatever you do. I talked to a man, lived up on the county line. I was washing his car with a friend of mine. He was a little fat guy in a red jumpsuit. I said, that looks kind of funny. He said, I know it does too. They got a great big house on the hill here. Great big blind wife inside it. Great big pool in my backyard. Another great big pool beside it. Sadly, it's money that matters. Hear what I say. It's money that matters in the USA.
Very cool. This one reminded me of da da ba da 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 ba da ba da 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 da. I don't know if that's money. I don't know. I know you guys know what I'm talking about. It's by Dire Straits. Yeah, this one, and I read a little bit here about Randy Newman. So basically, that's like when his career rebooted. You know, when he left Reprise in 1999, and then signed with DreamWorks, and then he focused more on like scoring films. 23 Grammy nominations. He also did the music for Marriage Story. That's a beautiful movie. If you haven't seen it, with Adam Driver and Scarlett Johansson. Oh my lord. But it's a tearjerker. Like, just like, you know, like galore. Like bad. Okay, so that was just fantastic. Thank you again, JK. Wonderful marathon so far. I'll add another song. I'll do Six Blade Knife. It's just such a cool song. Six Blade Knife, do anything for you. You know, Dire Straits. Here we go. 78. That bass. Boom, 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 boom. I remember learning this when I didn't know how to play guitar.
Six blade knife, do anything for you. Oh. Anything you wanna do. One blade breaking my heart. One blade tearing me apart. Six blade knife, do anything for you.
I love that he's like a...
You take
so good. I mean, boom. It has to do that the way he pulls the strings, you know, he doesn't pluck them with a pick. He kind of like, I don't know. I've never really seen his technique up close, but he doesn't use a pick, so that is already there. And when you use the thumb, it does sound different than using a pick, you know, very different. And then if you kind of play like this and you pluck them a certain way, you pull them, you don't pluck, you pull them. Well, I don't know, but it's a part of his technique, you know. It's the sound, of course, but it's also in the fingertips. It's in the right hand. It's all a combination of how you attack the strings, you know, and which gives you your sound. Like Holdsworth, he plays only legato. You know, he basically hammers on every string, so he barely like uses his right hand, so everything you hear is like this legato. They call it like hammer on from nowhere, you know, so that's why it sounds so clean. You never hear like and with Mark it sounds the opposite. You hear a lot of staccato, you know, a lot of attack, but that what gives him his sound. Or Al Di Meola, there's very like he picks every note. I once saw a instructional video, and he's like, you have to pluck every single note. And then there's guitar players who literally, out of 18 notes, they plug 2, you know, because they play legato. But yeah, wonderful, just a wonderful player. I'm so happy that I've been listening to him for so long, since I was a little kid, since I was 12, 13 years old. And when I started playing guitar, immediately it was like, oh, Dire Straits, like, let's try. It was obviously very, very difficult. And I remember buying this book, and that was the only book that didn't have tab. And I was able to read it. And a lot of people were like, hey, can I get your Dire Straits book? And I'm like, sure. And then they couldn't read the music. Yeah. So, it's just more interesting because when you read the music, then you don't follow any certain fingerings that they give you, and you can make your own, you know. So yeah, I guess that's the advantage of, you know, reading music. But as a guitar player, honestly, you don't use it. It's, you know, you don't use I just learned how to read music because I was playing the flute in school, so we had to. They made us. And it was pretty easy as a child. It made sense. So, but yeah. So again, thank you so much, JK. This was awesome. Thank you for this amazing idea. Like, I'm sure this is going to get a lot of views, a lot of love. I got a lot of good comments. And let us know, is there any, maybe is there part 2? I mean, I don't know. I'm sure there's a part 2. Calling Knopfler part 2, I'm sure. But so far, this was one of the best ideas, you know, as a themed marathon for me, you know. Like, I was even like, I should come up with a Holdsworth, calling Holdsworth, because he appeared on so much. Like, apart from his solo stuff, he appeared in so many bands and so many different projects, and it's really cool. Gianluca Ponti, you know, Derek Sherinian, there's so much. There's all these Mark Warney projects. He's like everywhere too, so maybe I'll do my own, you know, calling Holdsworth, if anybody's interested. But this was awesome. Thank you again so much. Let me know what you think. Comment below. Again, if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, please do subscribe. It would help out a lot. And thank you. I'll see you guys in the next one.